Hi there Gemini, thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for August. Now this month is quite rare in that it doesn't have a full moon. The full moon actually occurred right at the end of July, and the overlap right at the start of this month is still going to be there, and for you it's the importance of choosing your words carefully. And the reason for this all through this month is not just because of the full moon, it is because of the role of Saturn, which is going to be in a very scrutinising position. It's true the planet does start to go forwards on the first day of August, when it in itself is helpful, but it is all about making sure things are precise. But there's a lot of electric, nervous energy washing around you, particularly right at the start of this month. And with Venus, one of the planets which is in your sector of everyday relating, but itself in retrograde and squaring up with Saturn, if you try too hard, it actually could be really counterproductive. So the trick, certainly in the early part of this month, and in some respects all through it, is to give yourself a plan, but not try to achieve too much, or the net result can be an awful lot of nervous tension, and you can find that you're getting stressed out. So you need to really focus on the things that are truly important to you. Then put your energy into that, but don't scatter yourself. Don't try to bite off more than is really possible to achieve. Now there is also, on the 7th, there's a quarter moon. And this quarter moon occurs in a part of your horoscope which is more psychological. And there could be some gossip doing the rounds. Try not to join in. If anyone tells you something, keep it to yourself. This is not a time to open up about confidential information to anyone you don't know particularly well. And if there is someone who loves a bit of a juicy tidbit, then don't give them anything to chew upon. Now your ruling planet Mercury is also in a very sharp-witted part of your situation early in this month. But on the 8th it moves into a new home, one which is much more to do with how you think about your home and family situation. Now Mercury is going to be joined by Jupiter on the 11th. Now this is really exciting. It suggests in the next year that there could be some fundamental changes about where you live, or how you're living there, or even who with. If you're very family orientated and you're hoping that there's going to be a new addition, if you're older, perhaps a grandchild, or if you're younger, someone that's close to you, or even yourself is hoping to expand the family, this is a great portent. I can't guarantee it will happen, but it certainly is something that could spark up your enthusiasm. However, Mars is going to be moving on the 9th. And Mars moves into a great location because the frustrations you may have encountered in the early part of the month when it comes to communications not flowing quite as quickly as you would like, well, Mars can give you the drive to overcome any problems you may encounter. But watch in patience, because the Sun's going to be squaring up to Saturn in the second half of this month. What I can tell you, however, that's wonderful news, is that Venus forges an inspiring link to Uranus also in the last 2 weeks of August. And this can be a time when you're liking a bright, breezy conversation for people who are quick-witted, funny, a little bit idiosyncratic, those kind of characters. Well, there could be someone who's going to come to the heart of your world in the second part of the month who really can delight you. But Jupiter is not just about an expansion around your family. It could see you thinking more ambitiously about where you live, or even thinking about working from home in some kind of home-based business. But the last part of the month, I do feel, is going to see you feeling much more attuned to the need for security, and conversations around that as ones that you should really be open to. It's said that Gemini people don't do emotions. Of course it's not true at all, you just do them in your own unique way. But if you can, do try to talk things through, especially sensitive subjects, as this month comes to a close. But with Mercury moving on the 28th, I do feel there could be some kind of delightful social event that just comes up as the month closes, which can truly, truly please you. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.